/ doctor's office.
Okay.
Whitewood. Late in the day. You've had a great afternoon. Maybe you get lucky and have another kid. Unless you wanted to protect yourself, you could. Okay. Yeah. You want to have Godfrey? Do you want to have what? Whitewood got late. Do you want to have Godfrey over? His wife loves tragedies.
What do you?
They make her happy.
What do you protect yourself with?
Sheepskin. Literally a sheepskin condom.
Oh my God.
That's what they use. There's practically zero. You don't feel nothing, unfortunately. Anyway,
Wait, what?
Do you want to have Godfrey over for supper that night?
Yeah.
You could? Sure. You guys arrive.
You want for nothing? I'm a man for the job.
What's your name? Anna?
What?
Hey!
Abigail.
Abigail greets y'all at the front door. She's like, oh, Mr. Hawksworth and his friends. Come on, come on. She seems really super happy.
Can I just motion her outside while everybody goes inside and talks?
No, she won't have it. She wants you in the house. Come on.
She won't have it.
No, she's like, oh, Mr. Hawksworth, you're so cute. She like pats you on the cheek and she brings you in. Mr. Godfrey is here, and I'm sure that they would love to have you for supper. Come on, come on.
Okay,
She's in an amazingly good mood.
Can I just ask out of curiosity why Godfrey is always here?
Because they're friends.
Yeah.
Godfrey's a good eater. Abigail loves to cook.
Good friends. Oh yeah.
Good eater,
It's one of Whitewood's friends who's been through some of the bullshit awfulness that he's been through. They have a lot in common. Same with you.
Can I just call something?
Mm.
Abigail's plump. Godfrey's plump.
No. Godfrey's
Whitewood
fat.
just
Godfrey's
plump.
not plump. Godfrey is fat. He is way overweight.
Okay, but I'm still calling Whitewood just plumps.
Oh, maybe he does.
He likes it thick.
Whitewood likes it thick.
Do you shit
Oh yeah, I shit them.
Oh my god.
Why is Godfrey here? Abigail, get the fuck out of the house!
No, that's never happened. So you're escorted into a large dining room. You're seated. Abigail's going back to the kitchen. She's already eaten with you guys. Abigail's been in a great mood. She kissed you on the cheek. She's just been like,
damn.
She's been all like,
oh, hot damn. On the cheek.
She had a great day, okay? She's had a wonderful day. And then she's off to the kitchen to do women's work, whatever. So you guys have finished your meal. You guys haven't had supper yet, but there's plenty of food left on the platters if you want to eat.
Yep.
If Whitewood actually says, oh, look, there's one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can help yourself to food, and there's some
Alright.
wine there probably. Wine or beer? What does Whitewood prefer?
Wine.
There's some wine there for you that obviously there's goblets in.
Can I knife the meat and then look at Whitewood and just be like, never mind. I'm safe here, right?
Yes. So you sort of cut the meat and you're like, yeah, no, that makes sense from what happened 2 nights ago. Yeah,
that's
it's roast. It's mutton. It's
you
not
do
pork.
think about that stuff.
Yeah, it's pork. It's mutton. It's not pork.
Okay.
That's one of Abigail's specialties is mutton. She cooks a good boiled mutton.
Okay.
You guys can have some food, and there you go.
Alright. Thank you very much for the meal, Mr. Whitewood.
Agreed.
Oh, no problem. Good play today. Good play.
Yes, I very much appreciate
Not my best.
You're getting that though. You'll be ace actor every time. I can feel it.
Well, I can't help if the rod is right. Shit.
Hey, that's where it is.
Well, we have some information about what went down. It's midnight, and I info dump on them what?
Information dump.
Yeah.
Everything.
Basically
Here's
everything.
the Isla said this.
Yeah.
Collin said this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that Iceland might have something to do with it.
Which one
That's a good question.
Iceland.
He works backstage. He's
one of
Scottish.
the stagehands.
He's from Scotland. He works backstage. He's a good carpenter.
Yeah.
Can I say don't trust
where's that
the
list?
Scots?
Is there anything else on that list about? Oh, the little greasy
I
guy.
feel like I would say
Greasy,
You could.
excellent
Well,
carpenter,
James is Scott.
stagehand primarily.
James the First is Scott, but he's been pretty much fucking up the country.
that. Him? Yeah.
No,
You're king.
the first.
Yeah.
King James the First.
Oh no!
The king who became king after Elizabeth's death is King James the First. He was actually James the Fourth of Scotland.
Yes.
But it's found that he was the next hereditary ruler of the land.
Okay.
He's been fucking up the country a little bit.
Alright, well, anyways, I say don't trust the Scots.
Okay. Actually,
Alright.
primarily excellent carpenter, greasy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
and I think he might have something to do with it. He was a little cryptic whenever I asked him about Bottom the other day. And I've recently heard from Bottom that Isley was the one who told him to go to the mermaid in the first place, which is where he met Loddington. And, well, we all know what Loddington and Company's issue is. So, what if Isley just wanted... What if Bottom... Well, Bottom's not smart enough to figure something like that out, but what if Isley was scared that he was, so he sent Loddington after Bottom to get him out of the way, which does lead to the question, how would Isley know Loddington?
A lot of conjecture.
Yeah.
Can I also...
Put on your tinfoil hats, or whatever the 16th century equivalent of tinfoil is.
Oh.
Put Pam.
Nothing.
It's conspiracy theory.
Absolutely nothing, right?
Yeah, there's not really a conspiracy theory thing that happens yet, not in the 16th century. But yeah, I get what Hellen's going for here. Yes.
Can I also say
Obviously, go ahead.
that I think it's pretty interesting the person that you think is at the middle of all this is a carpenter, and there are hundreds of signs around the globe. So who better to do that than a carpenter himself? Just saying.
Well...
That's why Lynn's new phrase is put a leech on.
You'll fix her right up.
Whoa, rein that in, buddy.
Same character, finish this conversation.
Okay. So
what?
I'm thinking we should probably try to investigate into Isley.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where Isley lives. Like, you don't know where Hawksworth lives. Nobody's really sure where you live, except for some few other musicians. Nobody knows exactly where you live. Finding out where people live in 17th century is tough. You do know he'll probably be at the theater tomorrow. He works there.
So we follow him.
All right. So we just wait for him at the theater tomorrow.
Steak, yeah. Donuts.
We don't really need to do it.
Some kind of pastry.
Okay, but you guys could all plan to be there. You can go see the play. Tomorrow is...
Saturday.
All is well. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Fuck.
No.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
All is well by Shakespeare and Fletcher. The historical play about Henry VIII filled with pageantry and even cannon fire to announce the king entering a masquerade. This will be the third showing of the play. It's really been doing well. You're Henry VIII in that, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Say what?
Yes.
What is all is true then?
Finally.
It's Henry VIII. The name of the actual... What we know now as Henry VIII...
Both then?
What we know as Henry VIII was named originally All Is True. You know the play Henry VIII by William Shakespeare?
So all is well and all is true is the same thing.
All is well?
It's called All Is True on here. I think you
Sure.
called it All Is Well by accident.
Did I say All Is Well?
Yes.
I was mistaken, yes. It should be All Is True. I'm sorry, Ashton.
I was like, wait,
I'm
there's
sorry.
2 plays that
Sorry.
call
That's my fault, sorry. All is true. What we know it now as is Henry VIII. It's just called Henry VIII. It's one of the histories. It's supposed to be very accurate. It's very, like, inspirational, like, go Britain, that kind of thing. Yay, British people. And it's doing real well. This is the 3rd showing. Last time it showed was last Tuesday, and that was the 2nd showing, and it's just very popular show. I mean, people get caught up. People are crying at the end. They're all like, yes, Britain! You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's an amazing show. So yeah, that's tomorrow's play. Anything else you guys want to do besides finish your meal and...
I'm just going to finish my meal and go home.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to focus
I hold
on
myself
this
up in
play.
my room for
Yes.
like
You've
a
already done it
while.
twice. It's almost rote now.
Yeah.
You're going to your room to...
To hold myself in my room.
Okay. You never did fire the blunderbuss, did you? Okay, so it's still there. Tuesday, June 29th. It's very hot again. It's been hot and dry the entire time for the last weeks. You do some little rehearsal for other shows later on in the week before you're actually going to do All Is True. That'll start at 1 o'clock, right after lunch. You're coming. Are you bringing Abigail? It's a history, not a tragedy. I don't know.
She won't like it.
Yeah, she's a little... She's hit or miss with histories, because sometimes they're... Oh, goodness. And sometimes they're...
Yeah.
So, Godfrey, you going to see the show? All right. Where do you guys want to sit, as a matter of fact? Do you want to be up top? You want to be closer to the the down? Do you want to stand in with the common people? Up to you. The higher you are up, the more expensive it is.
I'll probably like one level up.
One, like on the second floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, second floor is good seats. You get to see everything there. Isley is there, working backstage like he always does. Okay. Day's hot and dry. It's been for weeks. Every you guys backstage can make me spot hidden.
All right.
Spot hidden backstage, boys and girls. Spot hidden. Spot hidden. Spot hidden.
Dang it! I missed it by 1 point.
Don't listen to comments.
No.
I missed it by 1
Oh,
point.
here you go. Here's
Spot
the
hidden.
actual play. If you want to look through the synopsis of the play.
Yes, Dad. Hold on.
Spot hidden. No?
I missed
No.
by 1 point.
Kyle, spot hidden.
Made it.
How did you
Isley
order
seems
that
really
coffee
like.
your plate and you
Don't distract him. I'm trying to talk to him. Isley seems
Amen.
Isley seems pretty excited about the show.
Oh, I bet he is.
He's like
so hot and bothered, huh?
he just seems like expectant is what you kind of get. Like he's ready for this show. It's a good show.
Oh, he's ready.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
You're just playing?
Wait, hold on.
It's before the show when you notice this.
Okay.
Go into more detail.
About what?
Isley.
There's like a bouncing a step as he's prepping various set pieces to go on stage. He's smiling at everybody. Normally he doesn't smile this much. He just seems to be in like this great mood, like this amazingly good mood. And normally he's just like a normal guy. You know, he's just like, okay, we got this to do, we're doing this. And then sometimes he's up, sometimes he's down. You've never seen him this like, let's do this play.
I want some motion for an idea check.
Why?
Because I feel like this is Camel Cove shit all over again.
You can make that decision on your own. You've not reached anything.
Without a roll or with
yes,
a roll?
without a roll. If you want to make that call, you can.
Yeah, this feels.
So far, you've not seen anything weird happen, though.
Yeah, I feel like this is a guy that wants a play to happen because of what Camel Cove was.
Could be.
It's like just do the play.
You don't need an idea check. You've already made that idea. Yay or nay?
I'm going to try to talk to him.
You can try to talk to Isaac
I'm
before the show.
gonna try.
Remember, you didn't notice that he's all like, let's
I think
move
I
this
before-
set piece over here.
Shit,
You know?
son. This
Oh.
was in my pocket the whole time.
I bet it's all melty.
Good.
You haven't noticed he's really up. Keep that in mind, Helen.
Okay.
Would you still want? You can still talk to him beforehand if you want.
Yeah, I still want to talk to him
So
because
you're watching Isley. You're like,
because I kind of respect him.
and then you see Huddleston kind of walks over to him while he's just getting a few set pieces ready. They're going to slide out on stage. You know, fake cannons. He's what he's messing around with is some of the costumes. Like there's a couple. There's a masquerade in the play.
Yeah.
In the first act, and so he's just kind of getting prepped. He looks like he's making sure everything's in the right
Okay.
place. And he seems he's whistling.
So I'm going to ask
Great
him.
mood.
Listen.
Isley, do you need any
You
help?
can hear that. What?
Do you need any help?
Oh, no. Everything is fine. Sorry, scum. Oh, no. Wait. No, everything's fine. Oh, no, it's great. It's going to be a wonderful day, I tell you what, Huddleston. I understand you helped find Bottom. Good job, Huddleston.
Well,
What else did you find out? You can overhear this. You're watching him.
Shit.
You can overhear
Just
this
say
if
I
you
can't
want.
look through another candle code and shoot him.
nothing,
He doesn't have a gun.
nothing much, sir.
I'm glad you found him. He's a good man. He sticks his nose in where it's not wanted sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't matter when people interfere, does it? I've got to go over here and move the set piece. But if you want to talk anymore, you just let me know. You let me know. He gives you a little, like one of those little, like, you just let me know. He's just in amazingly good mood. You've never seen Isley like this bubbly before.
Well done, just jumping to that Scotch accent. I don't think I can do that.
I tried.
Thank you, Isley. No problem. I'm glad to have Mr. Bottom back too. He's a good friend.
Talk to me after the show starts. I can't wait. I love the show. And he's off.
And come give me Lucky Charms.
Okay.
That's Irish.
Okay, can I?
I don't know what
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Was he this excited?
I'm listening.
Was he this excited about the play in its first or second showing?
No. He was just typical. You know, he's getting in. He just did his work. You've never seen Isley this like bubbly before. Like I said, he's obviously excited for the show to start. He's going about his duties with like a spring in his step, as if it's like Christmas. Well, Christmas isn't as big a deal yet, but contemporarily, it's like a child on Christmas morning. Yeah, kid on Christmas morning. He knows, about to go out of his bedroom door, and he's just like, you know what I mean? He's not literally doing that, but you're getting that impression.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
Like last night with the seatbelt mixed on. Just like, chill here. Don't let it happen.
Sorry.
And this is not long before the show starts. People have already gotten in the theater at this point, but the show hasn't started yet when you went to talk to him because he's doing last-minute preparations. You could have overheard this conversation if you want. That's your call. He doesn't appear to be trying to be like.
I get the.
You overheard the conversation. You've been watching him.
I recognize that's unusual.
He said.
Yes, he's very bubbly.
He said that Bottom stuck his nose in where he shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my.
Yeah, you can talk to yourself. Yeah, you're talking to yourself. Hawksworth, you overhear this because you're close enough to Huddleston that you overhear him like.
Hear it, baby.
He said that Bottom had been sticking his nose in where he shouldn't have, which makes me think.
Why not? They're standing size.
No, keep going.
Oh, cool.
You don't notice it. Spot hidden if you want to see him standing nearby.
Hey, Hawksworth.
Well,
hey,
spot
how's
hidden.
it
See
going?
if you notice him standing nearby
Okay.
listening.
Oh,
Otherwise, he's just around.
I failed.
There's a lot of people around you. You're just standing there talking to yourself. Go for it. Go, Helen.
Okay, he said that Bottom had been sticking his nose in where it should have been, which makes me think that. Can I make a listen check?
Yes,
to
you
see
can.
if I hear?
There's a murmur of the audience out in the theater, but yes.
30. Oh my gosh, I missed it by 1 point.
You are really like focused.
So I can literally say anything. It's like,
Every time you say something, I'll give her a listen check.
So,
All you said was right.
has anyone been watching My Hero Academia?
What? Wait, no, stay in character. Stay in character. Come back to this later.
Okay.
You were like on a super roll, Helen. I'm loving it.
Bottom said that. So Isley said that Bottom had been sticking his nose in where he shouldn't have, which makes me think that he had figured out that Bottom was looking at all these symbols, and Bottom was looking at all these symbols.
Hawksworth nodding. Hawksworth nodding. Keep going. Keep going.
So somehow, which means that Isley, and he's really excited about the play to start, which means that something is going to happen during the play. He's normally never this excited about hearing the play start. And, oh boy, so something bad is going to happen at the start of the play, and he knew that Bottom knows, so he tried to get rid of Bottom, and, oh boy, okay.
5 minutes? 5 minutes already? 5 minutes? Somebody's walking by.
Oh,
I walk
things
off.
are about to start?
I walk off.
Yes, it's very soon before the show. You can hear the rumble of people out there. Oh boy, I can't wait to see. I've seen this play twice already. You know, people talking in the pit. Keep going, Helen.
And
I need
everyone
to let
chants.
someone know about this. I need to tell James.
Okay, you can go to James.
Okay.
And they're
James,
not chanting your name.
I'm going to...
You get your vindication when you come out for your bow and people go crazy, Hawksworth. And they have. Freaking, oh, fuck off.
I'm going to tell James everything that I just figured out.
I don't even know what to begin. Really?
If I'm correct, then yes.
Jeez, mate. Yeah, I was. I did see that he was acting a bit more chipper than usual.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
he's never this peppy. None of the stagehands are. Well, except Bottom.
What are we to do? The play must continue. The show must go on.
Well, obviously we can't stop the show. We just have to figure out a way to stop Isley from whatever he's up to.
One of your retirement is dressing you, making you look good.
Somehow managed to get Isley up to the building. What's to say something hasn't already been set aside to happen without him.
If something's going to happen when the play starts, that means we would need to stop the play. But we can't just stop the play for... Wait. Who will be in charge of the play? Hawksworth play. If we can
He's
get...
the lead, yes.
If we can get...
Yes.
If we can get Hawksworth to delay things, then we can figure out a way to stop Isley.
Are you sure about that? He's a tough bugger to persuade.
Hawksworth...
Never listen to you. Keep going, go.
Hawksworth won't be easily convinced, but...
Edward...
Maybe we can stall
Edward,
them.
the other guy. First one.
It's possible.
Oh, I know, maybe.
It's possible. I don't know, but I think it's the only way. But I think it might be the only way to figure out who exactly is behind that.
Places, everyone. Places.
Even though I'm about 99% sure it's Isley at this point.
You come out in the middle back, don't forget. You're the king. You're the bloody king.
Hurry! We have to go get Hawksworth now. It's about to start.
Hawksworth doesn't go until middle of the Act 1. You've got some time to talk to him before Act 1.
Right.
Once Act 1 starts, you'll still have time before King Henry VIII actually goes out.
Do you know where Isley is, though?
You can get eyes on him if you move around just a little bit. Looks like he's just doing his regular shit.
Okay.
Moving props. He doesn't have any actual parts in Act 1 where he has to stand with a spear or be in the background or anything.
Okay.
Isley's kind of a greasy little guy, so they want somebody more like Bottom to be like a guard. You know what I mean? Or little pansy-ass parts.
Yeah, okay.
You two are sitting out in the audience. Some people who are near the stage are like beating on it, like they're ready for this play. Oh boy, they like this play. Yeah, exactly. The person next to me is like, oh, I dare say.
Well, if
I've
we're
heard
going,
such good things about this play.
well, if we're going to talk to Hawksworth, we have to do it
The
now.
guy
Come
sitting
on.
next to you.
It is very good play.
Okay.
Yes, Sir Henry Walton.
Oh.
Oh yes, Ambassador. I'm looking forward to this one. I tell you what.
So-
it sounds like it should be.
So
very
we
good.
are going to talk to Hawksworth.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Hawksworth is standing backstage. He's like staring at a point on a wall. His shoulders have been thrust back. His head is up. He's looking like up in an angle. Tell me if any of this is wrong. You're like throwing yourself into this. He's wearing King Henry VIII stuff.
Okay.
They give him a little padding. What's Hawksworth's size? Hawksworth's not heavy set, right?
No.
So they've given him some padding to give him that Henry VIII, bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, it wouldn't be a crown. It's like a
Tiara?
no. What are the little? Find a picture of Henry VIII. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
That's a flat hat. It's like a crumpled chapeau kind of thing.
Tiara.
And you're wearing a cape. You got a lot of fake fur on you. You're very hot. But you look great.
Yeah.
He looks great. He looks amazing. He looks very much like you would expect Henry VIII. The act starts with at the beginning. It is the English court is abuzz with news on the field of cloth of gold, a spectacular peace conference between England and France. But the influence wielded by Cardinal Wolsey, Lord Chancellor of Mastermind behind this event, is a source of much jealousy among certain lords. So there's all this political crap going on. People are like, oh, Lord Wolsey, that kind of stuff is going on. As you find Hawksworth preparing for his entrance in 15 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
He looks very regal.
No acting.
Hawksworth, hear us out now.
I'm not Hawksworth. I'm King Henry VIII.
King Henry
Okay,
VIII.
there you go.
Hear us out now.
What do you have to say?
Me and John think Isley.
Isley tried to get rid of Bottom.
He's planning something.
He's planning something, and it's going to start when you come out.
Bottom is no longer in the clutches of what was it?
Lord Loddington.
In Lord Loddington's clutches.
What haven't you seen how Isley's been acting? It's very strange.
This is the third act of the Henry VIII play. This
First
either becomes
act-
a classic or it fails here. If we succeed on the third act, then it becomes a classic and it will debut ages.
And if
You're not listening.
And if everyone dies, then it will be remembered as the play where everyone in the audience died because an evil bed spell.
This is not the Pirates of Candle Cove. This is not an evil play.
You know what he's talking about. You've heard of that play.
Chemical.
No, you probably haven't heard of that play. Vanished into
Terrible.
obscurity.
This is a play of one of the greatest kings of all of Britain. King Harry,
You can't go
which
out.
I am playing.
You can't go out there.
Oh, you're doing a great job, Hawksworth. There's Isley, just has crept up behind. You're going to do a wonderful job, Mr.
We're
Hawksworth.
going to make it a classic. A classic.
It'll be a classic, that's right. But it'll be classic for more than you think.
He's kind of ignoring you too. He says, "Well, you see, your friends have found me out." He's behind you and over this shoulder. So you're still staring straight ahead as he's kind of speaking.
Because I'm ready.
He's almost like talking into your ear. If Wormtongue from Tolkien had been pronounced at this point, it's kind of that feel. A much more than I've seen. For you behold, he looks over his shoulder towards you two. Not just a stagehand, but a sorcerer. Aye, that's right, the spell is set, cannot be stopped. By the end of all is true, all shall be true, and we will have a new Queen of England. Or should I say an old Queen of England? Elizabeth shall live again. That's right, I've long been a learned man, though was taught the trade of a carpenter by my father. I learned things esoteric and strange. When Elizabeth died 10 years ago, she left the country in turmoil, and that fraud, James IV, stood it. He became king. Of all the indignity, it's so appropriate that a play about Henry VIII, his great-great-grandfather, shall see that his loss of the throne of England. The pig. My mother died due to his accusations of witchcraft, and when he was king of Scotland, how apropos that one that using witchcraft will unseat him. The spell's already set. His hand's behind your head somewhere, like over the shoulder, like kind of doing gesturing around out the rope. It cannot be undone. By the time this play is over, the mood of those watching will be enough to set in motion, and Elizabeth will live again, drawn from the ether and present on the stage. The play astounds and enlightens, and even causes its watchers to rejoice. These feelings power the spell and will power Elizabeth as she plays. I think that I'll stop in the show now. He glares at you two. He's ignoring you at this point. Anger might also feel the magic, and if you're not careful, and ending up with the play prematurely in such a way as to upset the audience over much will work the magic much the same. Yet then Elizabeth will be vengeful, and as her regent and her court sorcerer, I will see that she has vengeance upon me against all this has done. There's no safe way to stop this. The entire globe is a summoning circle for the spell. There's nothing you can do. So see the play through. Finish it. Make it as much an inspiration, he pats you on the back, Hawksworth, as it has been thus far, and you'll see Elizabeth on the throne again. There'll be no fear in England ever again.
You're mad!
No. I've seen. Now I've got to go move us in peace.
Even if
And then he walks away from you. You start talking, and he just walks away. That bouncing a step. Now, Hawksworth, you heard all this.
Yeah.
Now you can make an idea check.
What if I want to believe something I want to believe?
What do you want to believe?
That Elizabeth as the Queen of England again would not be such a bad thing.
Maybe. But I still want you to make an idea check.
Okay.
You can believe that. This idea check might change that mind or not.
I have failed it.
You failed it? You believe what you believe. Elizabeth back? I'm helping? Yeah.
wait, when?
However you want to go.
Wait, when did she die?
She died 10 years ago.
Okay, so
A little more than 10 years, like 10 years and a few months.
Okay, so I would have been prepubescent at that point. I would have been 9 years old.
9 years old?
I'm 19.
Yeah. You're pretty young, but 9 is... You would have to consider 9 to be 13 or 14 nowadays. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
matured a lot faster because they had to. You
Yeah.
weren't given toys till you were 12, 13 years old. You were given toys till you were 2, then you're put out in the field or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm still not sure I would have cared about politics.
That's fine. You don't have to. So you
Elizabeth-
believe what you believe. You're old enough to remember Elizabeth as queen.
Yeah. Elizabeth returning as Queen of England will be the greatest thing that has ever happened. And if I can be a part of that, then I shall be.
All three of you get one more idea check.
Alright.
Meanwhile, oblivious in the audience. This is such a good play. They can go get you.
I passed!
You guys know they're here. You know they were coming to the
Okay.
show if you want to get them. You passed? Did you make it? Did you make an idea check? They could come get
No.
you. Okay, you two. One of the things that Clancy was told was, though it might work, the spell might work, whatever's brought back might be controlled by something something from outside. Keep that in mind too. And you do remember this. So that doesn't have to change your mind, but that thought comes to your head. And